follow the latest trends in global politics, economics, culture and sport, and how Africa fits into the global picture. You decide what's important.
We need some trade and customs.
Africa's future will be determined by Africa.
For women's equal opportunity, for a better life.
We have to change something, and it's not the outsiders.
Talk Africa, a new voice for the world.
Welcome back. The Congolese M23 rebel group has threatened to suspend direct talks with the Democratic Republic of Congo's government following an attack on their positions on Tuesday. Now, the rebel group has given the government 48 hours to withdraw its forces. René Abandi, the head of the M23 delegation in Kampala, told journalists that government forces had attacked their southern position in Kamahoro. That's about 20 kilometers away from Goma at 2 a.m. local time. The head of the government's delegation, Francois Mwamba, told CCTV on phone from Kinshasa he was not aware of those attacks. The M23 says it lost one soldier in the attack. The rebel group claims it did not retaliate, but it warned that it would strike back if it were attacked again. The incident comes days after an attack on a UN helicopter, which was blamed on the M23. It, however, denies those accusations. The M23 and the DRC's government delegations have met face-to-face on few occasions recently, despite calls from regional heads of state for peace talks to be wrapped up soon.
We can't talk and fight at the same time. Yet Kinshasa regime has refused a bilateral signed ceasefire, but we thought it will silence guns de facto. Now they went further and attacked our southern positions and took Kamahoro position this night. From this time we stopped direct contact. We shall talk and directly through the mediation until they withdraw from that position, and they will stop it for a time of 48 hours.
Elsewhere, the World Food Day was marked on the 16th of October every single year. The theme this year's World Food Day is Sustainable Food Systems for Food Security and Nutrition. Now, the move towards sustainable food production appears to have caught on well in South Africa, where it's seen as one way of securing food sources for years ahead. That said, though, many South Africans are yet to benefit, as CCTV's Travers now explains.
Whether it's quality meat, farm-harvested fish or organic vegetables, the choice of sustainable food available to South Africans is growing wider. It's marketed on the basis that it's more environmentally friendly, healthier and more ethical too. A system of food production that should guarantee generations to come won't go hungry. Sustainable food systems are growing at an incremental pace throughout the world. Yet South African consumers are slowly becoming aware of the decisions they take at the tills. And that has now led to an increase in sustainable farmers. Much of the work's being done by a new generation of small-scale farmers, people like 23-year-old Samuel Chevalier. There's a ready market for his vegetables and herbs, but there's one big problem. At the moment, only the well-off can afford the prices.
You know, the rich consumers can walk into the shops and they have the money to decide whether they want to buy the cheap or the expensive food, and the expensive food is going to be the organic food at the moment. And if you go into a township, most of the people are hoping that they can actually get food on their plates.
That on World Food Day is a key issue here in South Africa. This is the continent's largest economy, yet the majority of people don't eat enough nutritional food each day.
The problem is now you've got these large proportions of people who don't have enough money to buy food, and the food's becoming more and more expensive. So I think, to my mind, this is what World Food Day should be about. Is about thinking about ways in which we can make sure that everybody gets enough food, that nobody goes to bed hungry at night.
It's a challenge the country's entire farming industry is trying to meet. The likes of Samuel Chevalier may be focused on the food needs of the future, but he also knows the needs of the present must be a priority. Travers, CCTV, Cape Town.
Let's make a quick run through other news making headlines across Africa. Starting with 9 months after the liberation of the city from stranglehold of jihadists, inhabitants of